Hello my friends, my name is Paige. Welcome to my channel. I have made a bunch of bullet journal videos this past year and I have basically walked you through every single page that I have done so far, but I figured I would just go ahead and put everything that's happened in the first half of the journal into one video just so you could see what I've been creating and help me pick what I'm going to do in the next month. So you can see two sets of scrapbook paper. I have more like blues and grays over here, and I have more oranges and yellows over here. So as we're going through the video, please look at these colors and tell me what you think my next spread should be in August. Either the oranges and yellows or the blues and grays. I would greatly appreciate it because I have been struggling with some creativity when it comes to my journal, and you will see that when I show you July. But I'm just going to walk you through everything I have in this. If you've already seen all of my other videos, you will have already seen all of this, but I just wanted to put it in one video and show you guys what this looks like. So let's just get started. This is my cover page. I had really enjoyed these couple of pinup girl pictures that I had found in a magazine, and so I found these on the internet, and they're not mine, I do not own them, but I put them here with a bunch of other scrapbook pictures, and I found this silhouette of a boy inside of a picture frame when we were reframing some of our silhouettes as children, and I decided to keep it and put it in this book, and I really like how this page turned out. I still really get very happy when I see this one. This is kind of like a where I was at the very beginning of the year, like the vibe I felt like I was portraying at that part of the year, and I'm hoping at the very end of the year I can make something similar for how I feel like I grew as a person and my aesthetic, I guess, at the end. This is my Goodreads goal. I am up to 63 books and I am trying to get to 80, and I believe I'm going to pass this goal in just a few months based on how much I've been reading lately, which makes me very excited. This is my year in pictures where I am trying to get a selfie every single month of the year and just kind of see my confidence in myself grow a little bit. And I feel like going from here where I did not look super happy to here where I guess I was just feeling these bangs that day. It's just making me really happy to see my progression throughout the year because I even feel my own self being a lot more confident and happy, which is really nice. This is my mood board for the year. I'm not sure I can say a lot has happened yet. I have gotten more into crystals and tarot. Not quite gotten into walking very much or writing as much as I want to. I have been taking more book pictures, so that's exciting. I am going on a trip very soon. And everything else is just kind of still up in the air. We're still waiting for some stuff to happen. These are my goals for the year. So far I've only accomplished 2, but we are working on a couple of them. I am going to go on a trip, like I said, very, very soon. And, you know, that's the next one that's going to come up. So we'll just stick there. Little short goals. We will see where we get to at the end of the year, I guess, though. These are my statistics so far this year. I think I am surprised seeing how I've gone from 900 or under 1,000 subscribers to being over 1,000 subscribers, which is a really big deal, especially when I wasn't posting very consistently or very much. But we have turned it around in July. I'm trying my best to post 2 videos a week, and I'm pushing myself really hard in July, and I hope that that momentum will continue for the rest of the year so that I get to where I was hoping to be at the end. These are my books read, fix read, stats and graphs, and up here we just have the number of books read, the number of fix read, the number of books hauled, and the number of books unhauled, which you can see I haven't unhauled anything. I do have a shelf that is waiting to go to a little free library one day, but I need to talk my mom into going with me. Here's my graph. You can see a nice increase, which makes me very excited, and my fan fiction has gone down quite a bit. I'm not reading as many, which does kind of make me sad. So I do need to get back into that a little bit because I love fan fiction. Here is my A to Z challenge so far in the year. I'm sorry, my AC is going on and there's a clicking sound in my ceiling that has always been there. I live in a 50-year-old house, so if you hear that, I will just try and talk a little bit louder. It does bother me. I'm sorry, I can't get rid of it. But anyway, for my A to Z challenge, I just have a couple of letters left, and there are books that I have read that have these letters in them, but they start with the, of, a, words like that, and I'm trying to not use words that start with those. I'm trying to not use books that start with those words until we get to like December, and then I realize that I never read a book that starts with a Z, because what book starts with a Z or an X? Please let me know, because those are ones I'm going to struggle with. Here is my color challenge. I am struggling with the words tonight, but I do think I have a book that is going to fit this by the end of the month, so this one might be completed by the end of this month. I am still just tracking the months that books were published just out of curiosity, and it looks like September is a very heavy book publishing month. Next we have characters that I feel emulate certain zodiac traits, and I do this sporadically. I do not do this for every single character, just ones that I feel like stick out, and so far we've got a lot of Geminis, Leos, Virgos, Scorpios, and a few Sagittarius, but I have not found a Pisces yet. That is the only one that I have not found one. Here is where I would write down the names of fan fictions I publish, but as we can tell, I am not writing very much. Or, no, let me correct that. I am writing. I am just not finishing anything that I'm writing yet. It will happen. It will. Who knows when? This is my TBR. We are seeing a lot more green, which means I have read them. Orange means that I DNF'd, and yellow means I unhauled. So a lot of green over here, which makes me very excited because I am finally getting through my physical TBR. I'm over 100 books on my physical TBR, and I want to make it to like 80. That's my goal right now, to just get to 80 books on my TBR. And then I'll probably go and buy 20 more books, but you know, I have hopes. Here are my 5-star reads so far in the year. Mostly Brandon Sanderson, a self-help book, and a teacher clue. Are we shocked? Not really. I read the Mistborn trilogy, fell in love, reread Skyward, still loved it, read Maybe You Should Talk to Someone, which is like a therapist memoir type book, and I really enjoyed it. And I reread The Extraordinaries and still loved it. So that is that. No new stickers have been added to this one. This was just a filler page. I kind of wish I would have left it blank because I have ideas for things that I wish I could have put here. But oh well, next journal we will figure it out. But these are my January spreads. I went for a foresty acorn pinecone type theme. I don't know why I said acorn because there's not a single acorn in this. I meant pinecone, but you know, I'm just gonna keep that fumble in. I'll just flip through these and show you how they turned out. I really did enjoy this like black and white theme. Oh, I had a bear. I forgot about that stamp. I need to use my stamps more. But every month I do try and do some tarot pulls and mood trackers. I have my book club every single month and a wrap-up page every month. So I really do try and stick to the same types of spreads. I just want them to look a little bit different. I really enjoyed February. This was flowers and very simple light colors, and I'm noticing that I really enjoy simple spreads. The more detailed they are, the less likely I want to complete them. Here is my mood tracker, and this is when I started to include a win of the day. I'm trying to be more positive in my life overall, and so I'm trying to write down at least one positive thing that has happened to me in the day. And again, a book club and my wrap up for the month. Things like favorite books, fan fictions, quotes, ships that I love, which is basically always Destiel or Buddy from 911. So I don't change very much. March were my absolute favorite spreads to look at, not to do. My hand cramped so bad making these spreads, but they look gorgeous. I went for a 70s theme and I loved every second of how this turned out, except for this page. I despise looking at this page. This one hurt my hand so bad. The smileys are a little terrifying. I just do not enjoy this one. From afar it looks okay, but I don't like it. This one's boring. This one kind of reminds me more of the 90s than the 80s. It's not as bad as those smiley faces. This was my Song of Achilles book club. spread, and I mostly just used it for all the quotes because I knew that book had a lot of good quotes and I just needed to get them all down. And this was my wrap-up, which I think is my pride and joy of this entire bullet journal. I thought it turned out so cute, but again, broke my hand basically trying to get this all colored in. April is probably my second favorite spread of the year. I just like these simple flowers and butterfly looking spreads that I have done. I feel like they just turn out really nice. I always try and include an Instagram schedule because I try and follow some book challenges so that I can keep my posting and content up, but I do tend to go in and out of how much I'm posting on my Instagram, but it's still always there for me to have ideas of what I can take pictures of. Again, more moods and daily wins, and book club and wrap up. I did really enjoy this wrap up though, it looked really cool. I feel like I skipped a page. Nope, but that's it. So here is May, and this one I threw together in maybe 10 minutes because I could not be bothered. I could not be bothered to sit down and do a whole spread, so everything was just these simple flowers and a nice green and script handwriting everywhere. My tarot, my Instagram calendar, my mood tracker and win of the day, and again, my book club and wrap up. Like I said, I like to stick to routines, and once I found out all the spreads that I enjoy using, I haven't really strayed from it. June, I did try and do a little bit more elaborate stuff because June is my birth month, so I went for more space and star themed. I do like how a lot of June turned out. I did my tarot reading at the end of the month, right before my birthday on the new moon so that I could get the most out of it. So these are all of the cards that I pulled and that I am still learning about because I am still trying to learn about tarot. I printed these too tall though, so where I had the names of each card written out, it's covering them up, which I do not like how that looks very much, but oh well. This is my Instagram calendar, and these are pictures of friends and family that I took in June and then on the day that we celebrated my birthday with my family. And I handed my friends' kids my Polaroid and told them to take pictures of my friends at this little barbecue that we were at, and they ended up taking pictures of my friends' dogs' butts. So, you know, I did not get a lot of pictures besides this one that I begged them to take with my camera of me and my friends. I do have a lot of pictures of dogs though. So, you know, don't give kids your Polaroids if you actually want pictures of things that you want taken, because they will take pictures of nothing that you want them to take pictures of. Here is my moods and wins. I did a what is it? Phases of the moon mood tracker, and I really enjoyed how this turned out. It was a pain to draw these circles though and make them look like the phases of the moon, but I really think that it turned out so cute. And again, we have a book club and wrap up. I was going to do like a picture or something here, I just did not. And over here, I don't know what was going on in June. I didn't have a favorite ship, I didn't really read a lot of fan fiction, and I could not think of a single thing that I enjoyed in June that I could write in this other spot, so I just left a few of these spots blank. But we are now into July, which is the last of the spreads that I have for the year, and again, I could not be bothered. I sat down on, I think it was my birthday, maybe it was even July 1st, and I just like threw this in. So we have my TBR for my TBR jar. We have the book club pick of the month. These are books that I am planning to read in videos, so I have them down here. They do not need to be read in July. They can be read in kind of the beginning of August, but I'm trying to get to them in this month. I have a calendar with some events that are going on in my personal life, as well as like the readathon that I host with my friend Serena's birthday, another one of my friend's birthdays. This is where I wrote down all of the Instagram challenge prompts, and I have done none of them. My tarot spreads, I wanted to know what I should focus on more this month, and I got these two cards and wrote down what I learned about them. These are some habits I've been trying to track because I am trying to get back into having better habits. So waking up within 1 hour of my alarm, you know, can't be too strict with myself because I do like that snooze button. Trying to plan daily, so I'll try and plan for the following day the night before, if that makes sense. So before I go to bed, I plan for the day after. And then I'm also trying to drink 3 bottles of water, and it's not going well. And by bottles of water, I have a 40-ounce like cup that I'm just calling my water bottle. So I'm trying to drink 3 40-ounce bottles or cups of water, and it's not going very well. But like 2.5 is better than the half that I was drinking before. Anyway, we are moving on to the moods. I am not sure I love this spread. I could not think of how to write it out on this one. I loved the faces of the moon, but I could not find a spot to draw these colors to keep it in. So I do have to like flip back to this one and just use those same colors from the previous month. But I just made all of these squiggles with a spot that I could write them in. But there wasn't enough room for the 31st. So, you know, I will not have a mood on the 31st, apparently. This is where I will put the book club pick, which is Ariadne? Ariadne? I cannot remember how to pronounce it, but this book. That was our book club pick, and I have read it. Why haven't I put the picture and written anything about it? Because I forgot until this very moment that I already finished the book. So I'm gonna do that later. And you will see it probably with my August spreads all completed. And this will be where I put my wrap up at the end of the month. And this is all that I have in my journal, besides this back page where I swatched out all of my brush pens so that I can see what they look like, because the caps and their colors do not really match up very well. And over here, this was me attempting how to blend some colors together and what they would look like. So that is all that I have in this journal, and this is where my August spreads will be. So as I asked you at the very beginning, do you think my August spread should have this orange and yellow and red sort of theme, or should it be blues and grays? I will not tell you what I am personally leaning towards, because I would like you to decide which one I should use. So let me know in the comments if I should go blues and grays or oranges and yellows. I would really, really appreciate it so that I can fill these in. I will probably do similar spreads to the ones in the past, where I'll do a cover page, my TBR, tarot spreads, calendar, moods and wins of the day, and then my book club and wrap up. It's just what I'm comfortable with. I really enjoy it. Also, let me know if you would like me to do a plan with me where I make the spreads and you watch them. I can do them. I've made those in the past. They're just a little bit more time consuming, so that's why I haven't. But if that is something that you would like to sit down and watch, I can do that for you. But yeah, that is all that I have for this video. That is everything that I so far have in this journal. I counted out how many pages are left, and I think I will be able to finish the entire rest of the year in this based on how many pages I use per month. But I am excited to see how full this has gotten and what it's going to end up looking like at the end of the year. So that is all that I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing what you say about my spreads next month, and I will see you in my next video, which will come out very, very shortly. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.